actually just launched, which is pretty exciting. And so we've been trying to get into the live stream scene here for a couple months. And oh, there we go. We are live, and I'm going into our chat room here. So the big question from everybody over the last few months, as we've been trying to live stream, is how do we know when you're live streaming? How do we know when you're live? And the answer to that is, now that YouTube Gaming has launched, what you want to do is find our channel. It's the James Nintendo Nerd channel, and go to our channel page, and on there you'll see a little add button with a star next to it. If you click on that, you'll be following us, and then if you're following us, that should notify you to when we are live streaming. So there's your answer that you've been looking for that. So anyway, so I have Bootsy with me today.
How are you?
I didn't know that he would be here, but he happened to be in town. So we're streaming here with Bootsy.
Yeah, it's an odd coincidence, but here I am, and so
yeah. So we are actually going to be probably playing some different stuff. I'll probably be streaming for a while. But I think I'm going to start off streaming the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which is actually a collection of Mega Man 1 through 6 on NES. It just came out like 2 or 3 days ago, so I figure it'd be a good thing to try, since we're also somewhat familiar with the games.
Well, I'm going to disappoint a lot of old school gamers, and I don't know much about Mega Man. I know it's one of the classics, but I never owned a single one of them. Mike, though, I know, big fan, lifelong fan of the Mega Man series. And,
yeah.
Very good at him, great at him, in fact, and so I'll be asking questions and learning about this as we go. First off, I have to say, I'm a little surprised there were 6 on the NES.
Yeah, it's one I think the only other series on NES that had that many were there was like the Dungeons and Dragons Advanced. I think there was like 4 of those games, and there was 3 Ninja Gaiden games.
Yeah.
But usually on NES it didn't get that far.
Yeah.
Mega Man was one of the most popular things on there, so they just kept pumping them out.
That's
and they were all pretty good. Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 I think were the best. It started to go downhill after that.
Right?
Second one's considered the best one.
I knew that much. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So all right, so I'm gonna get the game started here. Again, we're probably gonna play some different stuff as the day goes on, but we're gonna start with some Mega Man. So we're gonna get this going here. And we got the chat going here. So what are people saying? YouTube Gaming is cool. Yes, it is.
Are they paying you here?
No, that was from Robot Man 5 said that. So
YouTube Robot 5.
Yes. And guys, also let us know if the stream is going well as far as the sound and like how we're sounding, if the game audio is too loud or soft, because we can fix things like that if there's any technical issues. But yeah, so as you see, this is the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and if you click on games here, by the way, if you guys want to know, this is on. I got this game on Steam. You can download it for Steam. It just came out, and you play it with a Xbox controller. We're not playing this with on a real NES. You know, just letting people know like what this is exactly.
2 things. Yes, Alice, Sweet Alice is my favorite horror movie of all time, and also somebody asked, what is your least favorite Mega Man?
Probably Mega Man on DOS, but like as far as like other ones, my least favorite would probably be like Mega Man X, like 6 or 7 on PlayStation 2, I think it is. Those are really bad, and I also really didn't like the Mega Man Network transition games that were for like Game Boy Advance or GameCube or something.
I think the essence of the question was which of the NES ones.
Oh, which of the NES ones? Probably 5. This one is probably the weakest, which actually also happens to be the rarest of the games. And actually, if we're gonna do this and talk about the Mega Man games on NES, we ought to break these out. We got the
oh wow, in the box.
We got the originals here.
You missed one.
Yeah,
that's the first one, right?
Oh, there it is. You know why? Because the original Mega Man had a darker cover. Like, see how these are all like kind of purplish?
Purple,
this one's kind of like dark navy blue.
It's one of the worst covers ever.
It is. So we got the original Mega Man. So let me switch through the thing too as we're doing this. I'll be totally geeky about this. So we got the original Mega Man there, and here's the actual box art. Yeah, they did actually. They didn't use the box art. In fact, I think all this art on here might be new, or maybe it's promotional art or something. But I think it's new. So then we got Mega Man 2, which is regarded as regarded as the best one. Most people think that Mega Man 2 had the best music on the Nintendo. I might have to agree with that. It's really great. Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3, I think the title music of that has some of the best music on NES. It's not quite as classic as the second one, but I remember I got this game for Christmas when it came out that year, and I loved it. Great game. And then Mega Man 4, I feel like this is where the series started to drop off a little bit. It's still really good, but not quite as good as the third one. And then Mega Man 5, I think, was a pretty big drop off. It was probably like half as good as the fourth one.
They were just mailing it in at that point?
They were starting to mail it in at that point, and then Mega Man 6 was the last one that came out. This one's better. It gets back. This one might be about as good as the fourth one, I'd say. But that, again, that's just my personal opinion from playing through the games. Obviously, I'm sure there's people that think, the fifth one is the best or something like that, but that's what I think. Anyway, so Mega Man, the original, is probably the hardest one. Mega Man 2 is actually probably the easiest one. The third one's also pretty hard, and then I'm not sure the difficulty of the other ones so much, but because I've only beaten 4, 5, and 6 maybe once or twice, because they're kind of like the black sheep kind of the Mega Man series. So why don't we go for Mega Man 2 though, because that's the most famous one. And Mega Man 2 is also where a lot of the stuff comes from in Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. How Mega Man is in the new Smash Brothers. Right. Like a lot of the music and stages and things are from really from Mega Man 1 and 2. That's where they took a lot of the stuff from. So we'll start the game here.
You want me to answer some?
Yeah, Thundercracker saying Mega Man 3 is the best.
Hey, to each his own, or to her own.
Some people are asking where James is. Actually, James did a live stream with us just recently, and if you want to check that out, we have a live stream archive, and if you go to Cinemassacre Extras, that's where you can find that. And even I made a playlist on the James Nintendo Nerd channel. You can see all of our old live streams right on there, so definitely check that out. And the game we played with James was Streets of Rage 2. For Sega Genesis, although we were playing it for Steam. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna start Mega Man 2. Now, I will say before this starts, I'm probably gonna be bitching a lot because I'm not playing this with an NES controller. I'm playing it with the Xbox controller, and I've already played this a little bit. I played the first one, and I noticed that it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more laggy. So,
can we get the cursor off the screen?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize that was on there. Let me move that over. So,
okay.
Yeah. Mega Man, somebody says Mega Man Legends is the best. I would have to disagree with that. Alright, so usually with the Mega Man games, there is an order to them. There's an order to the characters. I remember we used to play this a lot with our friend Lucas in college, and he'd always be like drawing these characters. Lucas is the one who did the Full House tournament fighter videos. You guys should check that out if you haven't seen it on YouTube. It's a fake game that our friend made up. It's an animation game. It's really funny.
What do you start with? What character? Typically.
I typically. I mean, there's different orders you can do, but usually people start with either Metal Man or Bubble Man. I think I'm going to start with Metal Man, because Metal Man and Bubble Man are both pretty easy to beat with what they give you to start out with. Okay. So,
get rolling.
Yeah, and if you want to, see what people are saying while
I'll answer as you play here.
Yep.
Kind of impossible to read ever streaming comments and play a video game at the same time. So
they go by very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. Maniac Mansion. I see. Yeah. Hi. I saw one before. It was a good question. What are you being for Halloween? Do you know yet, or do you want to keep it a secret?
I just figured that out like about 2 days ago, but I do not want to say.
Yeah. I don't know personally, but I would never tell.
I can't tell that. I had a lot of ideas. I can tell you that. I'll tell you some of my reject ideas. I was gonna be Uncle Jesse from Full House, but I decided not, because I felt like the costume, if I put it on, people would probably be like, "Oh, who are you supposed to be?" That kind of thing, and I didn't want to go through that. So, my Halloween costume, it'll be, I don't want to give it away. So, We actually played we actually played Mega Man 2 on James and Mike Mondays before, and we beat the game. So if you guys want to see James and I play Mega Man 2, check out the James and Mike Monday episode.
All right, so I see some Russian writing. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I barely got by Spanish in high school.
Scout Extra guy. 1UP life insurance.
Bootsy's going to Steve Urkel. No, I'm not.
Oh, because of the Board James video.
Yeah, that's right. I love those glasses in that video, though.
They're very creepy.
What's my favorite relaxing game? That's a good question.
Your favorite relax? There's a game on Steam called Proteus, which is very, very relaxing. I'll have to show that to you later.
I don't know. Relaxing game? I don't like games that are relaxing. I don't. You know,
yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
I don't see the point of playing. I'll lie down and listen to music, or like put on a record, or read a book or something.
Why don't you guys shout out some relaxing games, and we'll let you know if we've played them or if we're into them.
Where's my cap? It's in my car. I had to go to a meeting, and I didn't think wearing a Mets hat would have been appropriate, especially in the Philadelphia area, I guess.
Right.
They're playing right now, and one team is really good and one team is really bad this year. And
all right, do you think I can make this jump? Here we go. Ready?
No,
just made it.
This is cool. This is good, and this looks great too.
Yeah, it definitely does. It looks more HD than it would on NES. A little bit. It's definitely clear.
This is a game that I would enjoy playing, and it's weird that I never got into it. It's just I never owned it, you know.
I think you would have no trouble beating this. It's not that hard.
Okay,
I mean, if you can beat Battletoads, you can destroy this.
No, it's like really cool. It's the kind of game I would love. I just didn't own it.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was, you know, you could only get so many games.
What were do you remember what all the NES games were that you owned when you were a kid?
I did have a lot.
I remember you having a big stack of them.
Yeah, but I had a lot of really bad ones. Like Platoon was, you know.
Oh yeah, Platoon.
Dick Tracy I had, TNC Surf Design, like a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, TNC is, yeah.
That's why I'm probably good, because, you know.
You had to deal with those shitty games.
I had nothing else to do.
I know you had Where's Waldo.
Yeah, this was one of the worst, probably the worst.
I think the first time I ever hung out with Brendan outside of school, because we went to school together, we were playing Where's Waldo on NES, and you were very angry.
Yeah,
that your parents had spent that much money.
By the way, but yeah, I was very angry. It's a total waste of money.
Yes,
and you can beat it in what, 5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. 5 to 10 minutes, you can beat the game. It's such a shitty game.
Right.
All right, so I beat Metal Man. As you saw there, I was able to do it with regular P, which is person. And now we're gonna go back to stage select, and from there. Now, Metal Man can kill Woodman pretty well, I believe, and Metal Man also kills... I forget who else he kills. He kills basically everything. Metal Man is is unfairly good. He kills pretty much everybody, so... there's one or two characters that you can't hurt with Metal Man, but he's basically the best character in the game, and the reason why is or I shouldn't say best character because you're Mega Man, but it's the best the best upgrade that you can get, and I'll show you why in a second. This is classic music.
Someone asked my favorite modern game. I don't play many modern games at all, but it has to be the Grand Theft Auto 5 is my favorite modern game.
Do you like Grand Theft Auto 5 more than the other Grand Theft Autos?
Yeah. I really, really, really love Vice City, and even Vice City Stories was awesome. Vice City Stories might even be better than Vice City. You know what's cool is Grand Theft Auto 5 and like San Andreas and stuff are actually available on Steam. You can play them on Steam. That's awesome.
I haven't downloaded it yet, but I'm planning to, hopefully soon.
But I mean, it's just like in the grand scheme of things, I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is just like a masterpiece, you know, really.
So let me show you what's going on here. So with Metal Man, like I was saying. See, that's regular person, then you go to next, and the M stands for metal, so now I'm going to turn into Metal Man, so I'm a different color, and why he's so good is you can shoot in all different directions, and if you see your meter up there on the left, as you use it, your meter goes down, so you run out. But you can get more by getting the little blue icons that appear. So if one of those shows up, I'll show you.
There's another frog enemy in a game.
Yeah. What's a frog enemy that you're thinking of?
Well, we talked about it in Silver Surfer, and we were trying to come up with famous frogs.
Oh yeah, the famous frogs. Yeah. Well,
Frogger's a good one.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, Frogger, of course.
Frogger. Well, Frogger's probably the most famous video game frog, I believe.
Yeah, it has to be. Right.
Yeah. Oh, see that right there? That's what I was talking about. So see the metal that fills it up.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have one little slot left, will it bring it all the way to the top, or just to a certain extent?
Those things bring you up like 6 or 7 like little bars or something. They're pretty lenient.
Yeah.
They give it out.
Generous, right?
Yeah, they're definitely very generous.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to get through this. This is a part that I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time with because of this controller being a little laggy. So let's see if I can do this, because this part is very precise.
May fall, right?
It's actually working pretty well. Okay, that was actually not too bad.
It reminds me very much of one of the ending levels in Adventure Island, which is it's one of the craziest.
Now, talking about games that Bootsy is good at, Adventure Island, you're good at that. And that game, I have to say, I fucking suck at Adventure Island. I am not good at that.
It's hard. It's a weird game in that like the first few levels are just so mindlessly easy. We're like, how could this game possibly be hard? And then it's just like that.
Right.
It just gets so hard. Especially if it's one of those games too, if you're missing if you die while you have a certain weapon, you can't get it back, and then you're screwed for the rest of the game.
Right, yeah.
And it's easy to lose.
How long a game is that? Like how long, if you started playing it, and let's say you did well and you were getting through the game, like about how long would that take to beat?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I can't really say. I would say maybe an hour, over an hour, maybe.
Oh, is it that short? I thought it was like
good at it, because it's like there aren't that many levels, but I mean, it's just a really.
But if you suck at it, it could take forever, though. Right?
Yeah, you could.
And are there unlimited continues in that game?
Yeah, you have to get in like the first level. I think you have to get like a B. It's a Hudson B. It's like hidden.
What happens if you get that?
Then when you get that, you could when you die, you could hold like I think it's like select A and B or something like that.
Okay. Oh, to keep continuing.
Exactly. But otherwise, you can't.
Now
it's been so long since I played that game.
These spikes here are one hit kills, and when you're underwater here, you'll see look how high I can jump. That's because underwater the gravity is
buoyancy.
Different. The buoyancy there, is that the word?
Yeah. Okay, I'll answer some questions here.
Yeah.
Punch Out. What about Punch Out? I love Mike Tyson's Punch Out. One of the greatest games ever made.
I do too. We did that James and Mike Monday video, and I was able to beat Mike Tyson. Fortunately, because I'm actually not that great at it. I think that video made me appear like I was really good at it, but before that time, I had only beaten Mike Tyson once before in my life when we were in college. So it was really a freak thing that I beat Mike Tyson for that video. But I know that you're actually quite good at Mike Tyson, are you not?
Yeah, I'm very good at it.
Yeah.
I could beat him every time when I was a kid. So. Yeah. It's just one of those things. I guess I played it so many times. I wish I could, I really love that game. I wish I could change my telephone number to 007-373-5963.
You still remember? Yeah. So as you see, Metal Man was pretty good to use on Bubble Man.
Yeah.
Killed him in just a couple hits.
Yeah.
So definitely an overpowered weapon, but everybody loves Metal Man because it's badass.
What's the worst game from any generation you played?
The worst game from any generation? I remember when we played Sonic 06. That game was fucking shit. My least favorite NES game is Back to the Future 2 and 3 on NES. I fucking hate that game. You want to play a game that you want to see me pissed off? Play that game. That I hate that. I also hate Superman on NES. That game fucking sucks too.
I think my least favorite. Can I beat it?
Yeah.
Because I hated it. That's how I get. The one thing you have to. Well,
Yeah.
Is that the worse a game is, the more likely I am to beat it because I get really pissed off. Like I get full of pride. Like there's no way this shitty game. I'm gonna give up on this. I have to beat it. I have to conquer it.
You don't want a shitty game to conquer you.
Yeah, exactly. And I look at it as if mankind made this game, then mankind can beat it. You know.
Right.
Very existential thought. But I was like that with Wayne's World for Sega Genesis. I hated that game, and that was one I spent my allowance. I think it was in 7th or 8th grade. Spent my allowance on it, $60. Put it in, immediately hated it. It makes no sense. You know what? The one for Nintendo actually looked better than the one for not looked better, but the gameplay. It seemed like a better game than the one for Genesis.
Oh, the Super Nintendo one looked better. Oh, yeah, but they're all
Super
shit
Nintendo.
though.
Yeah, but they're different.
Yeah,
and Genesis.
There's a nerd episode on that. He does Wayne's World on NES.
Yep.
And then the Super Nintendo one, but they're all fucking terrible.
Yeah, but the Genesis one is different from all of them.
Yeah.
That has to be the worst.
That's even worse.
Yeah,
oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna skip here to Woodman because I'm pretty sure that Metal Man kills Woodman also. So we're gonna start on him. So yeah, with the Wayne's World games, those fucking suck. Did you know there is actually a Wayne's World board game?
I own that too, and that might have been worse than the video game. There was a VCR board game.
There's actually clips of that on YouTube, and I was watching not too long ago. It's so bad.
It still might be in the garage in my parents' house.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's terrible. I played it with my friend in like 7th or 8th grade, and it's just one of those stupid things, almost like the Urkel game. Where it's like, put something on your head and sing, you know? It's just like no thought.
Oh, they make you do like Wayne's World shit. Like they're like, say swing and stuff like that, right?
Right. Like,
that's
we're
awful.
Not worthy.
Yeah, that's really bad.
And then and then keep the card or something. It was just a dumb.
That's awful.
Money grab. Shame because those movies are great.
Well, a lot of things were money grabs. There was like a lot of the games. I mean, that's a big part of what
our whole generation is a money grab.
That's a big part of what AVGen is about.
Sure.
Not the only thing it's about, but like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or like Jaws. It's like they threw those games out because they were like, okay, Jaws is a popular movie.
Yeah.
So let's throw out a shitty NES game of it. People will buy it. Like Dick Tracy, another perfect example. That movie was coming out. Dick Tracy was hot. They're like, oh, let's make a Dick Tracy game, and then it fucking sucked.
I think it's unfair. I actually do, and you know this. I like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I actually enjoy that game, except the ending.
That's not too bad of an example. But that's. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Right.
But it's not that bad of a game compared to some of the other ones. But it's also not like
was horrendous.
It's not like great though either.
Yeah. I liked it though. I guess I was in the minority there. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That ending boss though, you remember that?
There's a lot of things about that game that are fucking bullshit though.
Remember that? What's his name? The Doom?
Judge Doom. Yeah.
When you're just slapping him over and over, like charging yourself up and just slapping him for like 15 minutes. It's like one of the worst designs.
Did you see Christopher Lloyd is in a new Lego commercial as Doc Brown? That's like as of like the last couple of weeks.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's still doing Doc Brown. Yeah.
I want to see, what was it, Reverend Jim from Taxi? You don't see him doing that much often.
You know what I'd love to see Christopher Lloyd. I'd love to know what his opinions were on Andy Kaufman, working with him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that would be awesome. I'm always interested in, like, people who actually knew Andy Kaufman.
Oh, you could email Tony Danza, probably, who was also in that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah, so somebody give me Tony Danza's email. And I'll send it. I'm sure he'll respond.
I think it's AOOA at hotmail.com.
Mona.
Jonathan.
Mona at Gmail.
Mona at Catherine Hellman?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. How many people in the chat have any fucking clue what we're talking about right now? Because, you know.
Who's the boss will be back in a moment.
Stick around. Was there one for growing pains?
That's his email. Stick around at lysos.com or Lycos or whatever it is.
Lycos. Does that even exist anymore?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god. Who's the boss will be back in a minute?
Stick around. Hey, oh wait. Jonathan.
Now we're just gonna do that for like 2 hours.
That's a money grab they should have went for, though. Who's the Boss video game?
Yeah, they made
Home Improvement, right?
Yeah, they made Home Improvement. No, but seriously, where is? I know it was on Tiger Electronic, but where was the fucking Full House video game? Yeah. Or actually, I'm surprised that Urkel didn't have his own video game.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, out of all of them,
he's like a character.
Yeah,
like himself.
I mean, there was Lester the Unlikely. Why wouldn't there be Urkel?
Yeah.
Oh, the secret on these guys is that you just stand still. Like, watch, you just stop and they jump over you. A lot of people have a hard time with that. If I was making a Mike Beats episode, that would be a little tip I would have for
Mike Masters.
Mike Masters. Holy shit, YouTube Live. Yeah, this is the new YouTube Gaming Live. So if you guys go to my Twitter, or actually if you go to cinemassacre.com right now, I made a post and it will link you directly to our YouTube gaming page. And again, I want to mention, if you guys want to watch us when we're streaming live, click the little ad button and that will let you follow us so that when we stream live, you will be notified. I will be mentioning that over and over and over because people keep asking me. Okay, so here we are on Woodman, and look at how well this works if I don't fucking die first.
Buffalo Bill is saying hi.
Oh shit, there we go.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's all you do, just throw those out at him. Buffalo Bill saying what?
Sage advice. Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs is just saying hi to me.
Oh, how you doing, Buffalo Bill? Anthony Hopkins.
It lowers this. It puts solution in this. No, that was Hannibal Lecter. Buffalo Bill was the guy that they're trying to...
Oh, that's right. I haven't watched in a while. Okay, so I just got the Leaf Shield, which is an item that I don't use all that much. I'm waiting to get the extra items, and I'm not sure what that is, but in addition, sometimes to the item you'll get from the boss, you end up getting 2 items sometimes. And when that comes up, I'll show you. Because there's one that lets you like fly across the stage. There's one that lets you climb up walls and stuff like that. And there's also one that lets you levitate on different like flotating platforms. So those are really cool, and I can't wait to get those extra items. So from there, Woodman, I believe kills. Geez, I think it kills Airman. So I guess I'm gonna go to Airman next. I kind of forget the order at this point.
I see Monkey Cheese. Somebody said Monkey Cheese.
Yeah, when we did this stream with James, he did a really good Monkey Cheese.
Oh, did it?
James. Okay, so Monkey Cheese and Shit Pickle. If we want to talk about that, Monkey Cheese was just a silly thing that James made in college, and James does the voice of Monkey Cheese. James also does the voice of Shit Pickle. Although Shit Pickle and Super Mecha Death Christ are characters that I actually conceptualized and made the images for them, as well as Death Mothsis. So those were characters. Shit Pickle, Super Mecha Death Christ, and Death Mothsis were all characters that James and I kind of co-created. And yeah, James also does the voice of Super Mecha Death Christ when he screams, "Fuckers! Everybody die!" See, I can't do it.
He does. James does all the voices in Monkey Cheese, right?
Yes, he does.
Okay. I have only done one voice, I think, right?
You were the Dream Phone.
I am the Dream Phone.
And
in my heart,
I'm Mr. Bucket. Shall we have a conversation as Mr. Bucket and Board James? Let's do that. How about
"Oh, Mr. Bucket, I popped the balls in my mouth. Oh, I like to play Mega Man."
I don't know what the Dream Phone would say. Is it something murderous? Right?
Yeah, Dream Phone would probably hate Mr. Bucket, I would imagine.
I feel like there's a lot of, I would, I gotta talk to James about it. I would love like a Dream Phone origin story. Why the Dream Phone's so angry and
right,
sinister.
Why is it trying to murder people?
Yeah, well, like what? I can't even remember the line. It was ad-libbed. Gnaw your fucking face off like a rat.
That sounds good. Why don't you do that? So,
"Oh, Mr. Bucket, I popped the balls in my mouth."
I forget what I'd say in it. Now I haven't seen it in so long.
How about
give me a second to think of it.
I'll gnaw your fucking face off like a motherfucking rat or something.
But there's something before it too. Can somebody help us out here? What do I say?
Somebody watch the video and let us know what he said.
It wasn't scripted. That's why I don't remember it.
Well, you don't have to say the exact line. Yeah. You can come up with something new.
Jeez, I'm having trouble remembering.
Are these spaces creepy, by the way?
Yeah.
These weird platforms.
Do they ever? They never stop coming out? I'd imagine.
Yeah, they're just like endless. Yeah. There we go.
At some point, I'll pull out the dream phone now.
Oh.
I just want to be your dream phone.
There it is. Look at all those. Woo. Oh, actually, this is a good part to use the wood thing. I should do that. Let's do that. See that? You can just kill all like the birds. I'll do it again.
It doesn't take that much either.
You can just stand there and get all...
Oh, you get it back, right?
Yeah, you get it back, because, yeah.
I see.
I'll do it again. It's like a shield, you know? It's pretty cool.
This game's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
Love this channel, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sing the Dream Phone theme. I don't sing it, I wrote it. But I got my friend Samantha to sing it because it's a girl song.
I keep dreaming about my dream.
It's my ring phone on my phone.
That's funny. So if your phone goes off, we're gonna hear it.
I keep dreaming about my dream phone.
So here we are on Airman, and I could be wrong, but I think wood kills him. Let's find out. If not, I'm gonna have to go back and try to kill him with regular person. So let's see how this goes.
Well,
Oops.
Someone just said Real Men played Mega Man.
There we go. Oh, look at that. It took half his energy, so I was right. Boom. 2 hits.
Wow, just with that leaf thing?
Yeah, so if you know what items to use,
Yeah.
this game is it's pretty easy anyway, but if you know the items.
You know what? I like the Blue Jays, but I am a die-hard New York Mets fan. I really like the hat, the old Blue Jays hat, which they began using again, so I've had that for years.
So I just got the air shooting, and you see how everything just flashed red there?
Yeah.
So this doctor is Dr. Light, and he's the doctor that created Mega Man. Mega Man is actually a robot.
Yeah.
And so he says, item 2 completed, get equipped. So item 2, we're gonna see what it is. What is it? It is, the text has to go so slow.
Yeah.
It is, do they even tell you? They just say item 2, so it doesn't actually even tell you what it is. But, alright, so Airman, I think, kills Crashman, so I'm gonna go to him next. And I'm gonna check out and see what item 2 is. I think item 2 is the one that lets you fly across the level, I'm pretty sure. So let's see what it is. It is... Yeah, that's what it is. It lets you fly across the level.
I remember seeing that thing. Right.
Yeah, it's cool.
I had a question about this now, I forget.
About Mega Man?
Yeah, I forget now.
Well, if you think of it, let me know. I'll be here all day. I'll be here all week.
This has to be Capcom. Well, they did Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So that's their biggest game.
Yeah. But this is probably their next biggest franchise, I would imagine. The Capcom also did the DuckTales game, which is another classic.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, this is you could say very similar in design.
Yeah. All the
controls.
Capcom usually made the best titles on NES. That and Konami. Konami also made.
Right. I had good sports games. Konami.
I really want them to come out with Konami games on Steam. It's great that there's some Capcom games going. There are some Street Fighter games on here and stuff, but I want Contra. I want Castlevania. Yeah. You know,
like I said, I know you weren't into the sports games, but there were some great Konami sports games like Blades of Steel and Double Dribble.
You know, well, Double Dribble I thought was shitty. I actually that was one of the first NES games I had actually, and I love that. I didn't like that game. But Dribble. Blades of Steel though is actually one of the few sports games that I actually do really enjoy. Because you know I'm not that into sports, but the sports games that I really like are Blades of Steel and Real Sports Volleyball on Atari 2600.
It's a good Atari game.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite two-player, multiplayer games on Atari 2600. Real Sports Volleyball. If anybody out there has Atari 2600, and I know that may sound ridiculous, but our audience, collects old games and stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have Atari 2600. So pick up Real Sports Volleyball. It's really fun.
Well, I see people making NBA Jam was classic, Tecmo Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl. Bo Jackson is one of the most legendary video game, I guess, characters because of his performance in those games. But my favorite baseball game was for Nintendo was Bases Loaded 2.
Did you like RBI baseball? You remember that?
Yeah. Not as much. I was a loyal Bases Loaded fan. Actually, just the first two. The third one with Ryan Sandberg on the cover.
That was the one I had. I had RBI baseball.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Baseball Stars is considered probably the best for NES. There are a lot of there's so many baseball games like.
What was that like?
One, it was like a futuristic one.
Yeah, that robot one.
Yeah, there's like.
Here's a little trick, guys. Check this out. So if you put on your second thing here, you can do this. Because normally, look, I just got the E. That's an E tank, which will fill up your energy if you're gonna die. But there's no way to get back up, so you'd have to go all the way around. But if you have this, you can just jump right back up. So that's another little tip for you. It's a time saver.
It is a good tip. Going back to the baseball games, it's really weird because there were just so many baseball games. You know, there were ones like Pete Rose baseball, even for Atari, and then Ken Griffey Jr., Roger Clemens, Tommy Lasorda baseball. Now there's only essentially one baseball game. It's the
that's
MLB The Show.
That's because I would say that's what happened to the whole video game industry. Is like there used to be a million fucking consoles, right?
Yeah.
There was TurboGrafx, and there was Sega Genesis, and there was Super Nintendo, and there was Atari, and all this shit.
Yeah.
And now what is it? It's Wii U, PS3, and Xbox One.
But there's but it's like I think PS4 is the only one that has the baseball game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what it really comes down to is I think licensing with like the actual you're playing as real players, and that costs money to get because they get paid for it.
Right.
With the old Nintendo games, they weren't like
They
the
didn't do
actual.
that shit.
Yeah, it was just like made up names and everything.
So we're on Crashman now, and you saw the last stage before when I killed that guy with the wood weapon, and it worked really well. Well, from him, I got his ability, which was air. So I'm gonna use air on Crashman, and let's see how well this does. Look at that. Look at his energy. 1, and I missed him. I missed him again. 2.
Yeah.
Again, if you have the right items,
Right.
kills him quickly.
Hey, I feel the same way about Ninja Gaiden. The end bosses at the end, if you have the right the weapon, and they're very easy.
Really?
Yeah. And maybe, just maybe, I'll do a Bootsy Beats episode on.
I think that would be a good idea.
I think it's a little overrated as far as its difficulty goes. I think the third one is far harder than the first Ninja Gaiden.
Right. So actually, I think that I know you haven't played before, but I think you should give this a shot here. Why don't you switch with me here, and I'll take some questions and stuff. And why don't you try out? Let's see, Quick Man stage.
Okay.
Yeah. So why don't you come over here?
Switch. All right.
Yeah, give it a shot. You know, we should. I don't want to be a controller hog, and give you a chance to try it out.
I don't mind watching
Yeah.
someone who's good at a game like this.
Yeah, you should try
I still
it
have
out.
a shot here. I don't even know.
Yeah, so I would say probably go for Quick Man would probably be the best for you to a quicker flash.
I'll try this, but
Oh wait, I'm hoping that this isn't the stage with all those fucking laser beams that go. You
Why
probably
is
be good.
that?
Oh yeah, it is because
It
it's really hard. But in fact, you know what it is. But you know what? I feel like you'll be able to go through it. You should keep
how
trying.
do I? What do I do here? How do I change? Switch them?
Oh, if you hit start, you can switch to the different items. So if you wanted to get that, you would go to the 2, which you go to next, and then go down to 2.
I'm trying to go next.
Hit A
I am.
or start. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And then 2. Yeah. And then you're on it, and then you can shoot it.
How do I shoot it?
Just hit the button. Just back up a little bit more. There, and then jump on it and get up there real quick. There you go.
Okay.
That's how you do that. Now I would switch back to your regular
Okay.
person. Or you can use whatever, but usually, like, I would stick with metal or person.
How do I go back to?
Yeah, you go up top to. There you go. And
This is him.
Yeah, that's
P is the. What does that stand for?
person.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
That's like regular Mega
And then
Man.
just drop down there.
Yeah, yeah. And what's gonna happen on this stage is a bunch of like laser beams are gonna come by,
Alright.
and you're gonna have to run from them. In fact, it doesn't happen yet, but you'll see it's gonna come up, and you're probably gonna get killed really quickly.
Okay.
But you just have to do it over and over until you
Sure.
get good at it. Like
So
like
that's
every
the point,
like
like
every
every- yeah.
video game. Like here it comes. There you go.
right.
That's the beginning, but it's gonna get harder. So you're doing well. Go to the left.
Oh, jeez.
You're doing well.
Oh man.
It's all right. It's all right. And then there's gonna be another section like that coming up. Yeah. So you figure it out. I'm gonna talk to some people here.
Oh.
Some people say, "Isn't P for pea shooter?" So, James always says that it's for pea shooter, but I think that it stands for person. Splatoon, yeah, we would have to play Splatoon sometime. I actually do enjoy Splatoon. I know I gave it a little bit of a hard time when Ryan and I did our talk about games.
Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
do I have to keep walking?
Just jump. Just keep walking and jump. There you go. Just keep going.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was like kind of a timed thing where it comes back.
No, it's just like there'll be a wall there, but you don't know that it's there because it's dark. So if you just keep walking and then you jump, yeah exactly.
Okay. All right, here's another part.
Yeah, it's coming up. This is probably gonna be hard. Oh, you made it.
Wow. All right. Oh.
Yeah, then it's gonna start getting really crazy. So
I had to know to land in the middle there.
yeah, it's like Battletoads. You have to know where to go. You know.
Right, yep. Oop. Damn it.
Somebody says play Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I actually lent that to Bootsy. Have you tried it at all?
No, I have
Not
a lot
yet.
of games, yeah. But we did well on that when you and I were.
We did. We made it through most of the barrels.
It was a
and
joint
stuff.
effort, right? Oh shit.
Yeah,
it's a
at some
one-hit
point,
thing.
Bootsy and I are definitely going to try to beat Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but that's going to be...
I'm confident I could beat it the normal way. You know, where you just walk.
Oh, go to the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that boss beat, though.
Yeah. That's so do I. I mean, that's the true ending.
Yeah, there's two different ways to beat Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's you go to the wedding, and then there's another way that you can go and get to a boss, so we're going to have to try that out at some point.
Alright, let me try to remember here what I do.
Somebody said pasta is going to get you. Was there an enemy that
what
looked
do
like
I do?
pasta?
Oh, how did I do that last time? Oh, I stopped in the left. Okay.
Yeah.
What's that? What about pasta?
So somebody said one of the enemies looked like pasta in this, I guess. I don't know who it was.
Oh, jeez. Alright. I'm bad at that first one. Oh.
Yeah, I feel like you would like the Mega Man games.
Yeah,
They're definitely really good.
already do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good game. Alright, so I stay left.
Yes, again, if you wanted to see our live stream with
Oh, jeez, what did I do there?
if you wanted to see our live stream with James, you can go to our Cinemassacres Extras channel, and there's a live stream on there of Streets of Rage 2 that we did with Ryan, James, and myself. So check that out. And again, that is where our archive is with our old live streams.
Alright, now I kind of forget.
Yes, Retro, Lance, I do know Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I'm definitely planning for us to play that at some point for sure.
Tell me what I'm doing wrong here.
Sure. Jump on top of this quickly.
Oh,
Go down, go left.
And then here. In the middle.
Okay, and just get down as quick as possible.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest things in this game, actually.
Okay.
So, of course, that's when I landed you the controller.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you try this part? If you want, I can do it.
It's alright.
Yeah, I think you should try to do it. I
Yeah,
think you
of
can
course. Well, I just told you before I get angry when at myself when
Allie says Wii U thoughts, Mike. I like the Wii U quite a bit. I'm not a huge fan of the gamepad that much, but other than that, I think the Wii U has quite a few good games for it. I mean, I really like. Well, I'll show you the guys. Games that I have actually. Let me get them out here. I don't have that many. I have about 10. But I'll show you. I have Splatoon, which I think is pretty good. A lot of people thought that this would be like Nintendo's new prayer or new answer, like their new Mario or new Zelda, and I definitely don't think it's a new Mario equivalent, but it's not a bad game. Mario Kart 8 I think is awesome. Still to this day, my favorite Mario Kart game is Mario Kart on Super Nintendo. but Mario Kart 8 is one of the best ones that they've come out with in many, many, many years. It's great. Only terrible thing about the game is that the battle mode is crap, which is a shame. But I love all the extra levels and stuff like that, extra courses. You know, that's excellent. New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, love that. You know, one of the best games for it. I think that was a launch title. Super Mario 3D World, also a good Mario title. Zelda Wind Waker. You know, Wind Waker, a lot of people gave it shit because of the sailing and stuff like that, but I like Wind Waker quite a bit. I could go on a whole rant about Zelda Wind Waker.
That was the launch title, wasn't it?
It was on GameCube, but it wasn't a launch title.
Okay.
No, I remember having to
What
wait
was the
for a long
launch
time.
title for that?
Oh, you're thinking of Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Was a launch for the Wii.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Smash Brothers Wii U, obviously.
Geez,
Great. I like to play it with the GameCube controller adapter. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. My favorite game for the Wii U, or I'm sorry, my favorite game for the regular Wii was Donkey Kong Country Returns. So this is the sequel to that. Also a really cool game, Tropical Freeze. I mean, look at all these great games. People give shit to the Wii U, but you know, it's got a lot of stuff. And there's a bunch of games that I don't even own that I like too. Oh, you know what the best game on Wii U is?
I'm gonna try something new here.
Okay.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Okay. Instead of jumping, you land on the one.
There you go. You're getting it. This is gonna be hard. Go to left. Quick.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what the best game on Wii U is?
Wii U? No, I have no idea.
AVGN Adventures. No. Best game on Wii U. Honestly, I really like the new Super Mario Brothers games. That'd probably be it. Nintendo Land. I'm not a huge fan of Nintendo Land, although the one thing where you're sort of playing tag is pretty fun. Batman Arkham Origins is pretty good. Not as good as Arkham City, though, in my opinion. I got Wonderful 101, which I know a lot of people want us to play. And I have a copy of Sonic Lost World, which is alright, I guess. So, those are the Wii U games that I have for now.
Oh, jeez, all that.
Yes, and I definitely want to play Mario Maker when it comes out. I see a lot of people mentioning that.
All right, made it through. Oh, what do I? Well,
oh, just shoot them. Oh, you made it. There you go.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Oh, no.
Just shoot the shit out of them quickly.
Are there any special?
You can switch and you go to like Metal Man or something like that.
I gotta get that now.
There you go. Just shoot 'em. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Nice.
You're doing good.
They reappear?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You just gotta kill them quick. Yeah, this game definitely
Oh, come on.
is really bad with the respawning enemies. Like you always want to press forward.
Yeah.
You know, instead of going back, because then they'll respawn.
All right, this is a checkpoint.
People are asking me what the hardest Mega Man game is. I remember probably having the hardest time with Mega Man X2, and I never even moved on to X3.
Do I want to switch guys here?
Oh yeah, hit start. And go to either try Metal Man actually. So go to the next screen and go to M. Try that and see.
And then what do I do for a special thing?
That is the special thing.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, try to shoot him with it. You can shoot in every direction. Oh, no, don't use that. Get off of that. Sorry. I forget who you use on this guy.
I'll go through each one, or what?
Try Crash. It's the C. Be careful with that, though, because it just... Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. You can only shoot one at a time, though. Oh, it works pretty well, though.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, see, you only have to get, like, 2 more hits in.
Yeah, well, I'm almost there.
Yeah, one more hit, you would have gotten him. Yeah. I think that was your last guy, too. Damn. Yeah, I think you could do it, though. You should try it again.
Yeah.
A lot of people say use Flash, but we actually didn't get that, so I don't think we went quite in the right order. Actually, obviously, it has to be Flash, because Flash pauses time, which helps you get through the, those laser beams.
Shit. Oh, I see.
And somebody said, Eric says video looks great, so I'm glad to hear that. No, we're not playing on the CRT. We're playing on my 4K television. The CRT is behind us over there. We are actually we're not playing this on NES. This is a collection called Mega Man, I think Legacy Collection. You can get it on Steam. So we're actually playing this strangely with on a PC, and Bootsy is playing with a Xbox 360 a PC controller, not an NES controller. Although there are NES controller that you can plug in with USB, and I do have one of those actually, but we're just using the Xbox controller for right now.
Oh, what's going on here? Ah, come on.
Yes, Master Ocas 300,000 or whatever your name is. I do play Steam games quite a bit. I actually have a Steam group, which you can join if you want, and a lot of people go there because they like to give me suggestions for cool Steam games. So you can check that out. There's a link on my Twitter to that if you wanna go to my Steam page. I would put the Urkel glasses on for you, but I don't have them. Those are actually at James's place.
Alright, so I was able to do this without the one guy.
The screen is black because he's going through a section where it gets dark in the game. So that's what's going on there. I mean, I don't know if Mega Man X2 is the hardest. Somebody asked if Mega Man X2 is the hardest. I feel like off the top of my head that seemed like a really hard one. Although, you know what, the later Mega Man X games also got really hard. I think like X4 was pretty difficult, so probably like one of those. Also, I played Mega Man 9 and 10, where everybody said that those were like so hard, but I don't know. They were definitely harder than probably any of the NES ones, but oh, it was Crash on this. But you know what? How many lives do you have? I would try to just beat him with person for now, because what's gonna happen
I'll
is
die,
you're gonna end up dying because you're almost out of energy. So I would just try to maybe get his pattern down with this, and then on your next life, kill him with Crash. Yeah, because you're almost dead.
One hit.
Yeah. Okay. So now, before you go into the room now, turn on your Crash.
Okay.
And then you'll be ready. Yeah. People are asking me what my favorite game is. I've answered this before, and it's the most cliched answer of all time, but the original Legend of Zelda on NES is most likely my favorite game. You can only shoot one at a time. Oh, there you go. Oh, it actually hit the thing on the wall, so that did really well. Just one more hit. There you go. Got him.
All right.
And you just beat your first stage in Mega Man. So,
that's right.
Well, if you want to switch back, yeah. Sure. Take some questions.
Not too hard.
Yep.
Not too hard. That was fun though.
Yep. So that is what Mega Man is all about. And you acquired the quick item, which is the quick boomerang. So now I have a boomerang that I can use. All right. Thank you very much for getting me the boomerang.
Of course. Sure. All right. I'll Mike should get back to work here. I'll try to.
I'm gonna do Flashman now. Oh, this stage has some of my favorite music. People always talk about the best video game music. I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit so that Bootsy can hear it. This is one of my favorite video game themes of all time. It's good stuff. A lot of people have done remixes. Well, I should say there's probably 100 million of those video game bands that have done Mega Man remixes of every single stage in this game, but this is probably the most popular one. And these walls here you can blow up with the crash bomb that Bootsy was using as he was fighting Quickman. Got any how's the peanut gallery doing?
Say move this. Is there a way to get?
Oh yeah, there you go. You can just push it off the screen.
Cool.
I didn't realize that was there. Sorry guys that was on screen the whole time.
Wow, all these questions moving quickly. What game do I think I'm best? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 is what I'm best at.
Really? You think you're best? I think you're best at Snoopy and the Red Baron for Atari 2600.
Carnival for Atari.
That's another thing they ought to get on Steam is get some Atari games on there. How about an Atari collection? You know, Pitfall and stuff like that.
This is awesome music, right?
Yep.
Bootsy Beats. The next episode will be early next month. Favorite. You know, that's weird. Oh, well, Kaboom, yeah. We're talking about Atari. Kaboom's great.
Yeah, Kaboom is my favorite Atari game.
It's mine as well.
Kaboom is something I would not want to see on Steam, though, because the only way to play Kaboom is with the original paddle controllers. It's pointless because I've seen like versions of Kaboom on PC and stuff like that. It's not the same thing at all. You have to play it on an Atari 2600.
Local fan, hi from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Phoenixville, nice area, nice downtown area there.
We did one of the AVGN movie premieres was actually in Phoenixville.
The Blob Theater.
Yes,
I like
the
that
Colonial
town.
Theater.
Yeah, nice town.
All right, so I am up to Flashman, and I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. Flashman, I'm trying to remember who we use on Flashman. You got me the quick boomerang, so maybe I'll try that. Although I don't think that's what kills him. Let's see.
I don't play any fighting games. Do you?
Wait. Right now I'm trying to fight Flashman. So hang on.
Sorry.
Let's try Bubbles. That does okay. What works? Wood. Let's try wood. Wood doesn't work at all. Air? I don't think air is gonna work. Air didn't work. So we got metal. Oh, there you go, metal. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so if you're fighting Flashman, you want to use Metal Man. And like I said before, Metal Man kills most of the bosses. He kills Flash, he kills Bubble. Later in the game, when you fight Metal Man again, you use metal on metal and it kills him, I think, in one hit. So definitely the most overpowered item in the game.
Mike, what do you think about Mega Man X something for PS?
Yeah, the chat goes by really quickly. There are controls to slow down the chat, but I'll have to show you how to do that later.
The hardest game that I've ever beaten,
probably Battletoads, right?
No, you know what I really think Silver Surfer is probably a harder game than Battletoads. Yeah, I do. And you know what? I beat that twice in a row without dying. So, although I don't think I've ever beaten Battletoads without dying at least once or twice.
So this is Heat Man. This is the last of the 8 Robot Masters. After I beat him, then it goes to Dr. Wily's castle, which is the last set of stages. So we're getting there. We're probably about 3/4 through the game now. Yeah, we're getting there. It'll probably be another 30 minutes or so.
Unlimited continues at sea?
Yeah, it's unlimited.
Okay.
So, which is another thing that makes the Mega Man games fairly easy. You know, you can just keep going. There's also passwords. I do have to say, I'm not complaining much about the controller. They actually did a really good job making this seem like the NES, because I thought that there was going to be a lot of lag. And when I was playing actually the first Mega Man game last night, the Steam version of it, I thought that one was a little laggy, but this is pretty much perfect, I have to say. So they did a good job with the port.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. Now I want to show you something. Now you see these blocks? This is always a bitch in the Mega Man games because you have to figure out the pattern. Like, you jump on this, then you jump on that one.
Classic.
But the secret to this is if you have the items, like I just got the 3. Check this out. Get right through that shit. Don't have to do any of that.
There you go. Right.
That's what you use.
Favorite? What are our favorite bands? Well, you big Elvis fan.
Yeah.
Not really a band. It's a solo artist.
Well, the TCB band, Taking Care of Business. That was Elvis's band in the 70s.
That's right.
So,
as the sunglasses may have.
That's right.
Said.
Yeah, Taking Care of Business. There was a lightning bolt was their logo, and it was TCB. That's when Elvis was kind of trying to get away from the whole 50s image.
Yeah, kind of like Scotty Moore. Was he in that still?
No, that was before.
Trying to get away from.
Yeah, I mean, not that he was trying to get away from Scotty Moore, but he was trying to get away from
image.
like the 1950s, like Hound Dog and that kind of thing. Elvis wanted to keep up with the times, contemporary for the 70s. Yeah.
He's a great guitarist, Scotty Moore. My favorite band, well, I have a lot of them. I grew up listening to U2 and REM. Harry Nilsson, though, is my favorite musician of all time.
Wow.
The 60s, 70s, I'm listening to a lot of Dean Friedman lately.
My favorite musician of all time is Bootsy Spankin's PI. He did this thing called Dream Phone. It's pretty cool.
That's right.
Have you heard of him? I hear he's kind of an asshole, though.
Yeah, you can't trust the press.
Right.
All
right, so we're almost on Heat Man here. Now, I want you to figure this out.
Me and my arrow. That's right. We got a Harry Nilsson fan.
If you're fighting a heat enemy in a video game, what would you use on a heat enemy?
I would say, gasoline.
Now, so we're gonna go to Bubble Man because it's the item you get from the water.
What does the W stand for then?
W is the wood.
Oh, all right.
B is bubble.
Okay, I figured water.
And bubble is what you get from, Bubble Man, which is the underwater enemy. So,
speaking of one of the greatest Nintendo games, Bubble Bobble. That's a great game.
Love Bubble Bobble.
Yeah.
I think that's Taito made that, right?
Yeah, you're right.
I have a Taito collection for PS2, which is actually really cool. We'll have to do that sometime. And also, I'm going to be streaming games that are other than Steam. Like, we'll be doing NES games and Atari games and N64 games and things like that. But I have to hook it up. I'm going to need a couple other things to be able to do that. So at some point soon, we'll be playing the actual consoles. But for now, it's just Steam. And I got item 1, which is the platform item.
So let me ask you this: is this more of a moderated chat room, or is this like have they changed anything?
It's about the same as it was. Yeah.
Seems better.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. Please, Dune the Battle for Arceus? No, I never heard of that.
What? Oh, yeah, no, I've never heard of that.
What is the hardest modern game? I don't really. You're asking the wrong guy. I don't really play modern games. Just the Rockstar games. I really love Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and stuff like that. Even L.A. Noire. But I really don't know what. I really don't know much about modern games.
Well, I know you know Ninja Gaiden, and they actually made some later remakes to Ninja Gaiden, and I think the Ninja Gaiden game on Xbox was one of the hardest games I remember ever playing. And I actually have it. We should try it sometime.
Yeah, I would love to.
Really, very, very difficult.
It's important, to know I have nothing against modern games. I think the craft of video game design is just brilliant. I just prefer the older ones, the simple kind of personal challenge.
I feel the same way. Like, I play modern games too, but if I had a preference, I also maybe because I grew up with it, maybe it's like a rose-colored glasses type of thing, but my favorite video games of all time are just classic arcade games like Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, that era of like early arcade games. I would prefer to play those over really anything.
For me, I think it's less of a nostalgia thing, because obviously I think modern games are, better in every regard, maybe, except not every regard. I think it's what I was about to say was that I think I prefer the older games because of the challenge. Newer games, there's like a game like Grand Theft Auto, which I think is a masterpiece.
Right.
The newest one, all of them I love, but the newest one I think is just brilliant.
Right.
You can't not beat that game.
If you just keep playing it, right? That's true.
Whereas the first Grand Theft Auto actually was like impossible. It was like no continues, I don't think, or anything.
Right.
The above,
No, I know what you're saying.
So I love those games. I love the insanity of do or die, gaming, I guess, and so that's why I kind of favor the older ones as opposed to the modern ones.
Right.
Any more questions here?
Do you have a favorite arcade game?
Oh, that's a good question. I hate.
Did you go to the arcade at all, really, when you were younger?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Not often. You have to remember our generation. you know, this current generation, they have to worry about, like, you know, being abducted and, you know, through online and everything, you know.
We lived in a more innocent, like, age. Yeah.
Well, no, not so as much innocent. It was just obvious if you don't want to be abducted or, you know, you just stayed away from the arcade. Yeah.
Right.
But no, there was one in the mall I went to, and I actually didn't really like being there because it was kind of seedy. And,
Yeah.
I would go to play a game like
Dig Dug.
not that old, but I would go to play Street Fighter, and I put in like a quarter, 2 quarters or whatever, and then somebody would show up around the corner and throw in like a couple of quarters, and they'd kick my ass and then keep playing off of my money, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
And so I wasn't good because there were those arcade rats who just
they played it all the time.
Yeah, and I wasn't like that. I remember loving when I was really young. I remember loving 720, which is a skateboarding game.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I guess
I played
you know, Skate or Die. I guess I really loved the old skateboarding games. I don't know why. I wasn't a skateboarder.
Now going
skater.
going back to when Bootsy beat that boss that you beat, you got me the boomerang. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I'm actually going to, which is actually Q. It stands for quick boomerang. And thank you. Look at how I'm dressed in pink.
That's right.
This is what Bootsy does for me. He gets me the pink outfit. But actually, what's really great is you see this dragon.
I gotta say, those are incredible graphics for this time.
Oh, absolutely. The quick boomerang is what you want to. Oh shit. Well, as I die. Is what you want to use on this guy, and you shoot him in the eyes, but I'm gonna have to get back up to him because I fell off the platform, so we'll continue that when I get back.
That's incredible graphics. I can't believe how. What year was this? This
is like 1988 or something.
That's awesome.
Maybe not 89.
I wish I'm typically wearing a hat. I would tip my hat to the, you know, to Capcom and the game designers of that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about Capcom is they design like the best games.
Yeah.
Capcom and Konami.
The controls are awesome too.
Not to discount Nintendo, but it's kind of like obviously like Mario and Zelda and stuff like that. Like I'm not even, you know, I'm not even counting that. So I also got the one item now, and that's what you want to use to do this. Because you see, oh, how the fuck do you get up there? You use these platforms to do this.
There you go.
So you can't get through that unless you have that. But you would have to have it because at this point in the game, you couldn't get to the Wily stages without beating all the other bosses. So there's no way you could be there and not have it.
That's a good question that I continually ask myself. Someone said, "As if we were kids, can we imagine being in this position today, just playing these games in front of a?"
Well, I've been asking myself that since the Angry Video Game Nerd started. It's always been crazy that it'd be like, oh, I'll get together with James, and then we'll play like I fucking died again. It's like I'm trying to have a conversation and do this at the same time. Like you know, we'll play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that, and it's like, oh, then it's gonna be a video online that all these people are gonna see, and it's just crazy to me that that we can play video games, like James and Mike Monday and all that, play video games, and like so many people will like watch it, and it's just crazy because you know when we were kids, it was like you play a video game just for enjoyment. Now it's like you can play it, and all, you know, you have all these people on the internet that are gonna watch it, and it still to this day boggles my mind. It's just crazy. And now with YouTube live streaming, it's like literally you're watching us do this right now. So it's nuts.
When we released the first episode of Bootsy Beats, my grandmother saw it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And she's like, I saw that video where you're doing the game on the toads. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, why?
she's like, you're a fucking loser.
She's like, why? I'm like, I don't have a good answer for that question. I don't know why I'm doing this, but
why? Well,
people want to see it.
I mean, video games are fun.
And thank you, by the way. Thank you for watching those. Yeah, video games are fun, and if people, you know.
I mean, I think somebody that I'm sure she doesn't play video games. So if you don't play video games, you're not gonna understand.
You don't. I mean, she kicks my ass in Mortal Kombat. So don't.
Oh, really?
No, she doesn't. That'd be awesome, though.
This is very difficult because right about there, it goes from you're controlling it to the game. Fucking the game starts pushing the level. So it's really hard when that happens. I'm gonna have to fucking start from the beginning again. I fucking hate that part. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm having a really hard time with that. There's a certain point to where like the computer takes over, and that's where I keep getting killed.
Can I beat Ninja Gaiden on NES? Yes I can. Every time.
James and I actually beat Ninja Gaiden 2, which I don't think it's personally. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
that's
hard.
the easiest of the.
Yeah, I think it is. I think.
Yeah, it's the easiest.
I think it is definitely. Not that it's easy.
Yeah.
But it's the easiest.
Yeah, I think the third is the hardest. The third isn't that hard of a game, I don't think.
It's all memorization. It takes time.
Yeah, and
it's like a practice makes perfect.
But there's that, the respawning and stuff like that in the Ninja Gaiden games. But it's just the very end of that I think is really, really hard.
Yeah. I've actually made it to the last boss on that. I didn't beat it, but
that's a good question for you. How difficult would you say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is for NES?
I still to this day think that it's a difficult game, but I'm really good at it because I played the fucking shit out of that game. That was one that I owned when I was a kid, and I was good at it.
Turtles fan.
Yeah,
also.
I was crazy about Ninja Turtles. I had like all the action figures. I watched like the TV show all the time. I was like a huge Ninja Turtles kid. But the 80s, Turtles. But the Ninja Turtle game, we'll have to play that sometime because I have a lot I could say about that. I did a glitch video about that game, and I made it to the Technodrome. And when I did that, I had to get all the way to the Technodrome, and to perform the glitch, it's like the glitch happens like at the Technodrome. So every time I would get to the Technodrome, like the glitch is hard to do, and you get one chance to do it. So I would go through the whole game and get there, and then I'd fuck up the glitch, to try to record the video. And so I ended up getting to the Technodrome like fucking 20 times or something before I finally got it recorded. And as I did that, like I just got really fucking good at the game. Let me try this again now. I'm back up to this part, and I got my pink outfit on, and which keeps reminding me of the Batman Adam West episode where Batman actually dresses in a pink outfit,
yeah,
which is hilarious. All right, that was the hard jump. All right.
Oh,
if I can just get to the end here. Okay, there we go. That's where I wanted to be.
Oh, that thing's great. Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
Oh, I was almost gonna fall off. You see that?
It's a strong toe. You got that.
Strong toe. But all right, so we got a couple more stages, and then the game will be over. Now, I think when we beat this, I'll probably end the stream and take a break, and maybe we'll come back a little bit later. But I think if we beat the game, that would be a good place for us to take a little break.
Yeah.
And actually, I do believe on YouTube. Let me just check real quick. I think there is commercial breaks, although I haven't quite figured that out yet. Actually, would you want to play for a few minutes?
Yeah.
Give me a chance here. You haven't played in a while. All right. So, how's this chat going here? I'm giving Bootsy a chance to play the game, so I'm not too much of a controller hog. Favorite Mario game?
Oh, jeez.
Do you have a favorite Mario game?
Yeah, I guess the third one.
Mario 3?
It's the
one
classic.
everybody
Yeah, I think it's the best one.
Yeah. I would say Mario's Time Machine is definitely
Really?
No, not at all.
All right, so what do I do here, Mike? I need your.
Oh, you got to use the other item. You got to use 2.
Well, I want to get.
Yeah, get rid of them, and then
they keep coming.
and then turn on 2.
Oh yeah.
You got to do it quickly.
That was a hoverboard thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Wow, there are a lot more items since
It
last.
takes a second to go.
Oh, jeez.
You got to be low. Yeah.
I see that. These things are annoying. Come on.
So let's see. What are people saying here? What do you think is...
Oh, you know what? I should have went further, huh? Oh.
You can use crash and you can get through that, but you should have went further because that's where the E is and you kind of need those, but we can do it without it. You can just do that.
Do I get hurt if I'm too close to the thing or no?
I don't think so. Although, you know, I'm not sure.
Better be safe than sorry.
Favorite horror game?
Horror game?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Silent Hill for me.
Silent
the original.
Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you would have went the other way, I see all the shit you're missing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good question. I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Yeah, look at all the shit you're missing.
Drop. Yeah,
My God. Yeah. Oh, it's almost like you really should start over and get that.
Yeah.
But favorite horror game.
Look at this.
Yeah, just drop and then you can just. Yeah, I think you can make it. So yeah. Okay. If not, you can start over the level and get all that shit that you missed.
Blessing in disguise.
Right. A lot of times I'll stay here and you can just keep shooting these things and like extra guys will come and you can just like get like a ton of like extra guys. It's a good little another secret, another tip. But also for the person that asked about the horror game, I don't know. I have to think about that. It's kind of a I know this. It's not Friday the 13th.
Oh, you can't walk on top of that, huh? What do I use here? Is there another one that rises? What is that?
I can't see. I need to see it.
How do I get out of here? Oh, jeez. What did I do? Alright. How do I get out of here? I keep...
Go to...
Oh, just B, you're right.
Oh, you need to use 3.
Okay. Oh, 2 is almost done, huh? There we go.
Yeah. Just get up there quick.
I should have timed.
It's gonna... now you're out of it.
Oh,
you're gonna have to go back and get more. Yeah.
Is the only one they give you? Pretty much, or
only one what?
One chance for that?
You need to be on. You need to be on it. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to switch like back and forth.
I might as well fill up on 2.
No, I mean you need to get it and then switch to it.
Yeah, because I can't shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to NES.
And what one is it? What is that thing? The little blue things?
I mean, you should fill up everything because you're gonna need it. But 3 is the one you need to go.
Yeah, I mean, what am I grabbing? These things? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is awful.
Yep. But it's not really that bad. Just shoot.
I should just die. I have 1 left.
No, you really shouldn't. You should. You have 2 left actually. You have 2 guys left.
I was gonna say so I could restart and get all that.
I mean, if you want to do that, that would be a good idea, definitely. But
okay.
I mean, it wouldn't take long to fill it up because all you have to do is wait until 1,000,000 of those things pop up.
All right.
Just if you just shoot like a bunch, just wait until don't do it on that. Wait until
will it disappear?
Wait until there's a bunch of the big ones. I mean, you could get those. Yeah. Like that. Like that's one over there. But I'd wait for like a couple to appear and then switch to, and switch like.
Oh damn it.
Yeah. Like right now, switch to it and turn off the ray, and then grab them quick. There you go. That's probably enough to make it up there. Now, guys, I have a question for you. I know there's a part in Mega Man 2. I don't think it's this stage, but there's a stage coming up, or a boss coming up, that you have to use the crash bombs on the wall. And I remember when we did the James and Mike Monday video, that was the one part that we had a really hard time with. But there's some kind of secret to it, and I can't remember what the hell it is off the top of my head. So if anybody wants to throw out what the hell you're supposed to do when you make it to the boss, that's like the crash with the walls, and then there's like little
what do I use here?
you turn on Metal Man actually, because you can shoot in all the directions.
Oh.
You just shoot him. There you go.
Oh, jeez, I died.
Save your crash until the last boss. Somebody says don't waste all your crash. Isn't there something more to it then? Other than that? Destroy all the walls, then die. The walls... Oh, the walls don't respawn. Okay, so you have to die once, I guess. I thought that there might be a way to get through it without having to die, but maybe you do. Trying to see what people are saying about that. Use item 1 for the crash boss. You can blast 2 walls with 1 crash bomb. And you can blast 2 walls with 1 crash bomb? Really? Interesting. I don't know how that would work exactly. You don't need to destroy every wall, just the 2 that are completely sealing off a cannon. Okay. Alright, well, we'll figure it out when we get there. But thanks for the help there, guys.
I should jump over that.
Break all the walls and die and then go back to it, some people are saying. I think that's what we did when we did the James and Mike video. So, I mean, we'll get through it. I was just trying to get through it as quick as we can once we get to it, because I know that's a bitch, that part of it, which might be the next stage. Yeah, turn on metal, because you can shoot in all directions.
Oh.
There you go. They get quick too. Don't we use it all. You know, save it until the guys come.
Damn. I'm almost dead.
Yeah, one more hit, you're dead. This is almost over though. This might be the last one. Oh, well, not yet.
Nice.
You did it.
Barely.
Look at that, look at the energy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I think we might have 2 or 3 stages left and then the game will be beat.
Okay.
So, you want to switch back?
Yeah, sure.
Good work?
Alright, thank you. Then the questions here.
Wiley's Castle. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then I think the end boss after that. So yeah, there's about 3 stages left.
Bootsy is so hot. Thank you, Victor. I think it's my polo. So 2, you said? 2 left?
I think 2 or 3. Because then we have to fight the end bosses and
See,
stuff.
I'm not familiar with this. They said Mega Man 6 had terrible levels, but a really kick-ass end stage. Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head. That one I've only beaten once.
Okay.
So I really don't, and it was probably when I was a kid, so it was a long time ago. I remember liking it though, because that one had a thing where Mega Man could fly. That was like the gimmick of the game, which was actually really cool. He had like a jetpack.
That's a good question. What's your favorite 90s horror movie?
Would Jurassic Park be considered horror? I don't know. That's a tough question.
Yeah. I guess that's considered a horror.
Everybody always is asking like, what's your favorite this or that?
Yeah.
That seems to be a trend.
Yeah. I would say Jacob's Ladder is my favorite 90s horror movie. That's a great one.
Like a lot of those questions about like what's your favorite, I have to really think about it because I don't want to like exclude. Because I know I have a really good answer for that, but off the top of my head, I don't know.
Funniest movie ever. I think Mike and I agree.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
And without even saying, I'll just
just drink the last. Yeah. But just so they know, you're not talking about Big Top Pee-wee.
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely not the.
Yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, likewise. It might be my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really love, The Naked Gun, Top Secret, Wet Hot American Summer.
I love that. That's a great movie. Too.
Yeah. There's some classics.
I've been watching the Wet Hot American Summer TV show, which is really fucking funny. All right, so I'm up to a boss here. This guy, I feel like Crash, maybe.
Favorite TV show? There's a lot of a lot of this is just favorite.
Yeah,
opinions.
favorite this, favorite that. Yeah. Anybody have any thoughts on Mega Man?
My favorite TV show is Mad Men. Just went off the air. That's my favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
And I loved, speaking of comedy, Strangers with Candy. Stephen Colbert, Amy Sedaris.
Yeah. My favorite television show of all time is Late Night or The Late Show with David Letterman.
Yeah.
If not that, then The Twilight Zone. Or the original Star Trek.
Okay, all good answers. NES or Sega?
Also, shout out to Bob Ross, Joy of Painting.
Yeah, that's right. NES or Sega? Original NES over Sega. Definitely.
What are they asking?
They said NES or Sega, and
Just in general, NES or Sega?
Original NES over Sega, definitely. But
wait.
I like Genesis more than Super Nintendo, though.
Yeah, that's not even a fair question because you have to compare NES to Sega Master System, and you have to compare Super Nintendo to Sega Genesis. You can't compare Sega Genesis to NES because that's an unfair comparison.
Somebody also mentioned two of my other favorite shows, Twin Peaks and the Colbert Report.
Yeah, which his marquee is done, by the way. I don't know if you saw it, that was the news today. Colbert's replacing David Letterman.
Yeah, well, a good replacement.
Yeah, definitely a good replacement. I'm also a big fan of Stephen Colbert. I think he's the only person I would have been okay with replacing David Letterman.
Yeah, really, I know. Bootsy, Canada loves you. Thank you. I've only been there once, but it was very nice. In general, people are very nice to me when I wear my Toronto Blue Jays hat. I think because they think I'm Canadian. So people are just nice to me because of that. But the Cinemassacre Canadian fans are very nice, loyal people.
Yeah.
You would say that, right? They're just everyone's.
I know James has visited. What the hell is the Con Bravo, which is the Canadian convention. So I'm sure he's met quite a few of you guys out there.
Bootsy New York loves you. Thank you. I love New York very, very much. I'm there often. I will be there hopefully in October to see the New York Mets play in the playoffs. Let's see. Any other favorite baseball team? I think I just answered that.
Does anybody want to know your favorite video game?
Pretty sure. Listen, if anybody... I don't know much about Mega Man, and I'm a little embarrassed by that because it's such a classic game and it's obviously such a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions for Mike regarding Mega Man that I might share with him?
Bootsy, what is your favorite video game?
There's a Bootsy. Philly loves you. Thank you. I love Philly as well.
Just so I can show you if you do this with like your two fingers.
Yeah.
You can like slow it down by doing that if you need to like read something.
That was a good question. Our favorite trauma film.
Oh yeah, that is a good question. Probably, if I really had to pick just one, it would probably be Poltergeist.
Yeah, that's mine.
I just died.
That's my favorite. I think that's Lloyd Kaufman's masterpiece. It's it makes social commentary about consumerism and stuff. I think it's just a really...
Maybe even better than the movie is the behind-the-scenes documentary, which is amazing. You should check that out, guys.
It is. Terra Firma is one of my favorites.
Terra Firma, and honestly, the Toxic Avenger, the original, is classic. That may be the best one.
Yeah, it's as classic as a movie can get, really.
I mean, you can't have Trauma without the Toxic Avenger. I mean, that's it's like Mickey Mouse without, or Disney without Mickey Mouse. Although they haven't really done anything with Mickey Mouse, and speaking of Mickey Mouse, I have
using
a
Woodman,
game,
by the way.
No, this is Metal.
Somebody said use Woodman on platforms.
Well, you can use either. You can use Metal or Woodman. That's not a bad suggestion, though.
Okay.
Speaking of Mickey Mouse, though, I have a game for Steam called Castle of Illusion, so I might be streaming that soon, which is an awesome game. We should actually play that.
Yeah.
What am I accidentally fucking hit the button. Jesus. That's what happens when I use Woodman.
There's a glitch around here that you could use, I guess.
I did a video on this game.
Oh, all right.
And that's probably what they're talking about is my video, I would imagine. And I'm almost out of metal, which sucks. How many lives do I have? None. This is not gonna... There's gonna be no way I can do this, so I'm actually just gonna start the stage over. I'm just gonna die right now on purpose.
Sometimes you gotta do it?
Yeah, because you actually need at least 2 guys to get through this, so I'm dying on purpose here. I'm gonna pay a little bit better attention to what the hell I'm doing now.
Favorite Disney film?
My favorite Disney film, as far as animated films, I really like Pinocchio. I've always loved that, and I've always loved what Disney film? Alice in Wonderland, and I've always loved the Ichabod. It's like Mr. Toad and Ichabod, but the Ichabod section of it.
Yeah.
Those are great. But as far as Disney stuff, I mean, the person asked about films, so those are the films. But I really love the Disney shorts.
Sure.
No
doubt about it. The early ones, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they don't really make it any more shorts. For me, I don't know. I don't know what my favorite. I'm not sure. Fantasia.
Bootsy, who is your favorite character? Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, or Goofy? That's what the people really want to know.
That's right.
Do you like Goofy?
Hey Mike, have you played Warlock for the Super Nintendo?
I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
Mickey's Beanstalk.
Yeah, Mickey. That's a good one. Mickey's Beanstalk's a good cartoon. Mickey's Christmas Carol that has Scrooge in it. That's a great one. Yeah.
Favorite rap group? I like Public Enemy is my favorite rap group. What was the? What was it? The Magic Kingdom Nintendo game?
Oh yeah, I have it right back there. Yeah. I kind of like that game. It's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad, but it's it's kind of like Roger Rabbit. It's like bad and good.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember beating that years ago. It was hard though. I remember.
It is hard.
That.
They ask you trivia questions in that game, which I like. It's like all Disney trivia.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Kendrick Lamar's pretty cool.
Do you know what here's a trivia question. Do you know what the first? This is for you, Bootsy. Do you know what the first live action Disney movie was? I bet you know the first first animated Disney movie.
Yeah, feature length.
Yeah.
That's Snow White, right?
Right. Do you know the first live action?
That's a good question. Was it in color?
Yes, it was actually.
I'm gonna take a weird guess.
Yeah.
No, you know what? That came later. That came later. That's I'm not gonna guess that. I was gonna say this Swiss Family Robinson.
That's not a bad guess, but that's not it. It's definitely a good guess.
Wow. Is there like a not Davy Crockett was the TV show, right?
That was a TV show. That was like the 60s. It's before that.
Okay. How about?
I'm gonna give it to you. If you don't.
No, let me think. Not Mary Poppins.
Nope.
No, that was like 60s too.
All right. Well, one more guess.
Well, give me a hint.
It's in color, and all right. My hint would be, Pirates of the Caribbean would be my hint, but it's not Pirates of the Caribbean.
So it's a pirate movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Treasure Island?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the actor, I think his name was Bobby Driscoll. I believe he also did the voice of Peter Pan.
Really?
Or something like that, or maybe it was Pinocchio or something. And he actually, he was one of those sad cases, kind of like Dana Plato.
Oh,
it was one
child star.
Yeah, child star. He was like the first tragic child star.
And Alfalfa was too, right? Or Jay North wasn't that?
Jay North was another one. Yeah, another early example of tragic child star.
All the Little Rascals had terrible stories. I know.
Laurel and Hardy did too.
Yeah, jeez. Don't go into showbiz.
Right.
And
that's the moral, kids. Don't go into showbiz.
The voice of Jiminy Cricket. His name was Cliff Edwards, and he was a famous ukulele player under the name Ukulele Ike.
I can give you some good Jiminy Cricket trivia. I actually, the creator of Jiminy Cricket, or the one who drew him, animated him in Pinocchio. His name was, he was one of the 9 Old Men animators, and his name was Ward Kimball.
Okay.
I actually talked to him on the television. I talked to him on the television. I talked to him on the telephone when I was about 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And his advice to me was draw from life.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Very cool. That was quite an experience for me as a kid. But okay, so for this, you have to blow up these walls. And I think what people were saying is don't waste it. Like, you see how there's that wall in the middle?
Yeah.
So we wouldn't we wouldn't use it on that. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to get up to the center here, and I'm only going to use the crash on the walls that need it, and that sucks. come on, go
watch
away.
that again.
I know, but there's like nothing you can really do.
Oh,
Alright, yeah, oh, that was convenient. So I use it there. Use it there. Get out.
all right.
Now we're gonna go down here. Now this one you have to use it because there's the wall there.
Then you're doing all right, right? As far as
I mean,
serving them.
not too badly, I guess. I'm almost dead though. I wish I do. I have an E. Let's see if I have an E or not.
Yep.
I do. We have to come back to this, so I feel like I should just die. Actually, although I have 3 lives. You know what?
Go for it.
I'll just.
Pedal and metal.
I guess I'll use it. Maybe we'll be able to do it. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it, but whatever.
Sure.
Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're over here now. Okay, so this one, once again, I gotta get up there. Oh shit. So I want to try to get up there. Okay.
Nice.
And you know what? We might actually do this. I think we're gonna.
You know, son of a bitch, it just might work.
God damn it! And of course I had to get hit. We're gonna do this. I'm glad that I used that E.
Don't get hit.
Yeah. It's all right. Here we go. We're gonna beat this.
Nice.
Boom. There you go. I was actually able to do it. Usually I go through that twice, but there you go.
And with the help of something, right? Somebody.
Yeah, a couple of the people in the chat actually helped me out with some suggestions. So thank you guys. Thank you to the guys who said to not waste the crash bomb on the walls, because I think I've always done that, which is really stupid, and I never really realized how dumb that was.
This is what I like about this, is that people, you give you a lot of people various opinions and advice.
Exactly. So, okay, now we are on basically the end of the game here. Well, almost. We gotta get through this, and then it's the end. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this without all the items, but I'm gonna try anyway. So let's see what this one is. This is... Okay, what the hell did I use on him? I think I used metal on him. So... There we go. Use metal on him. Then on this guy, let's see if I get... This is all memory now. Oh, Metal Man. Watch this. Watch how quick this goes. Boom.
Wow, jeez.
Metal on metal. It's like fight fire with fire, right? The old saying. So this one is gonna be... Crash. On that one we used air, if you remember that.
Good memory.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing this since 1988. I should know by now. All right.
All right.
Use air on that guy. Let's see who the next one is. It's gonna be Quickman. Quickman, I forget who we use. Shit. I'm gonna try. I guess I'll try metal, although I don't think it's metal. No, definitely not metal. Shit. Maybe heat? Let's try heat. Nope, not heat. Boomerang? Oh, that's not boomerang. Fuck. Nope. Wood, maybe? Not wood. Shit, what do we use on him? Let me try that bubble again, because I don't think I hit him with it. Okay, not bubble.
Is this the guy that I beat before, or no?
Maybe it's just person, I mean... You know
I
what?
don't think so, no.
Actually, person's doing really well, actually.
Okay.
I'm just going to use that.
I thought it was C or something.
Yeah, it's actually person did good.
Okay.
Oh, you know what, though? I don't have any C left.
Oh,
so
I think that's
why I
what it was.
wasn't trying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was. Because look,
Yeah,
see, my C is empty, so...
I'm pretty certain that's what it was.
You might be right.
Okay.
This guy, Bubble, is Metal Man, I think. Metal or person, so I'm going to just try metal. Even though I'm almost out of it. Yeah, it's definitely metal.
Oh yeah, and you're floating and stuff. Yeah, nice.
All right, so we got that. Now I'm just gonna leave metal on because it's probably, yeah. Once again, we want to use metal with this. Just see if I can jump over this. Whoop.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's not doing that much.
Maybe there's something better.
Oh, yeah,
There we go.
right.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, good enough.
Good enough. That's another one of my favorite NES music. The Goonies, the title
That's
screen
all
from
it is,
Goonies
yeah.
on NES. It's a great theme. All right, so Airman again was wood, which I think should only take 2 hits with the wood.
Oh,
Not that time.
hard to get there though.
1. Yeah, hard to get to him.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. 2 hits
Awesome.
with the wood. And this should be the last of the bosses. I'm gonna turn on metal because probably is what I'm gonna need. Oh, is this heat? Yeah, actually I need bubble. If you remember that conversation. Which should only be a couple hits.
Oh yeah.
One more. Boom.
Alright.
Alright, and then we go to...
Dr. Wily?
We're just about up to Dr. Wily, I think. There's like this, and then there's like another little area after this or something.
It's a great villain.
This sucks because I don't have Crash, and I feel like I might need it. So this, and I also don't have any E's now, so that's gonna be hard. And I feel like you use heat on this. Shit. Okay, maybe not. What the hell do you use on this? Oh man. Okay, not that. That works pretty well, so I'm gonna leave that on for when I fight him again.
Yeah, that seemed decent.
Yeah. So I better have person on for the first thing. Hopefully I can get through this.
You can charge heat, metal. Everyone's saying metal, metal.
Oh, metal?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll turn on metal right now. Hopefully I have some. Really? Metal, guys?
Yeah.
I guess you gotta jump up though. Fuck.
Oof.
Yeah.
You were doing fine as
Yeah. Maybe I'll leave metal on in the beginning. Maybe that's what they mean.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they mean it for this part.
It doesn't seem like it. Oh no. Wow, that's tough.
There we go. Actually,
nice.
yeah, metal did do well.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. I should have known that though, because metal is like, that's what kills everything. So I think we are now entering the last stage, which is not much. I think it's just like a bloody sort of section. Yeah, watch this. You just drop all the way to the bottom, and then there's a bunch of blood, and then we fight the last guy. And I think they charge you up before you get there. I think they give you like extra guys and stuff. So see, look at this. I always thought that was creepy when I was a kid, like the dripping blood. And Dr. Wily is turns into an alien or something. Or no, it's actually not. It's actually not Dr. Wily. You'll see. And I believe the item to use on this is bubble from memory. So let's see if I can do this. This might take me a couple tries. So here comes Dr. Wily, and he turns into like a space alien. And this is the end guy of the game.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
That was like the Michael Jackson was the end of the black and white music video.
Right?
Everyone's just morphing into each other.
So yeah, so here we use bubble. If I can just get this into a good pattern. Pretty much this is all it is.
Okay, hard. Yeah, because he shoots. Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's almost done. I might do this.
Wow.
I think that might have been the end of the game. So you'll find out that Dr. Wily actually was controlling a hologram. See, that's actually Dr. Wily, and the thing going around was the alien. So this is his like hologram.
So that's
room.
how they keep the series going.
Yeah, so he's still alive, and then you take him to jail or something, and then that's the end, you know. And this game has one of the coolest endings of any NES game. You know how so many NES games you beat the game and it'd be like the end, and it would be a shitty ending. This actually had a really epic thing where you're walking through and you see all the seasons changing, and you see all the bosses that you fought. So it's really good. And I always thought with the NES, Mario 2 was a game that had the American version of Mario 2 was a game. See how you go through, and he's walking home now.
All right.
James always says that this is one of the saddest endings because it's like, well, he did his job. Now he's just taking a long walk home.
There's a spotlight following him, shining down on him.
Yeah, there's a spotlight. It's very sad. He's walking home in the cold, you know. So. Yeah, Mega Man 2, definitely a classic NES game. Still to this day, it's fun. Your first time really probably playing out some of it. What were your impressions?
I loved it. It's a perfect game for me, at least my taste. I feel very cheated that I never had any of these games as a kid.
Yeah.
But I could tell just by looking at it, and I've always known about it that I would enjoy it. And my impression was that they were very difficult games.
And there you go. That is Mega Man 2. And I think the last thing that happens is they go through, and I think his helmet there. It's a classic shot there. That'd be a cool thing to have a poster of. I'd like to get that. If those people that do the pixel art, somebody should make that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and then they go through the different villains. So
Now, this is around 1988, you said?
I think this is 1988, 1989. I think it's 88.
I was seeing this for the first time. I was really impressed by the graphics. I mean, it also helps that it's like,
Yeah, I mean, if this was on NES, on a CRT, it would look a little different.
Yeah, but just the creativity behind it. I mean, when I saw that that dragon, I couldn't believe this is, it was awesome.
The dragon character is definitely awesome. Even the first Mega Man game has a thing called it was like the yellow monster or something like that. I forget his actual name, but he actually appears in the Smash Brothers game, and he's another character like that where he's like really big. He takes up most of the screen, and so he's a cool looking character. So anyway, guys, that is Mega Man 2. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I may be streaming again a little bit later today.
Best way is to follow on Twitter, right?
So I'll throw out a couple things here. My Twitter is Mike_Matei. What's your Twitter?
Mine is really BL Bootsy, BOOTSY.
So you can follow us on Twitter, and we'll let you know there if we're going to be live streaming. Also, if you go to Cinemassacre.com, which is our website, there's a post on there about the YouTube live streaming, which just came out today. And if you click on that, it will take you to our gaming YouTube page. Again, I will say there's an ad button. You can follow us on there, and that'll let you know when we're streaming. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. And
the inaugural, I guess, kind of opening day.
Yeah, opening day of YouTube gaming. Yeah. So very cool stuff. All right, so we're gonna end the stream, and we may be back sometime later today. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.
Thank you.
And we'll see if I can log out of this. I think we gotta. How do I get out of this? So I gotta quit the game. Are you sure to quit? Yes. And back. Do I want to quit? Yes. And all right. So thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you again.
And we'll see you later.